Hello, everyone. Hello, greetings. It is January 8th, 2023, and this is Sunday evening at 7 p.m. Central Time. I always come live here on Facebook to answer your questions. So if you're hopping on live, let me know where you're from, what essential oil you're using, and if you have any questions for me, go ahead and pop those in the chat, in the comments. I'll pull a few of those up and answer some of those. So that would be super awesome if you could ask me some questions. Facebook has gotten really kind of funny about who they show these videos to. So if you're watching this, be sure to comment so they know, hey, I want to watch these. So a couple of announcements while we get started, while people are hopping on. We do have a never before thing, something I've never done before, happening in the membership group. And if you don't know what the membership group is, it is a community of people just like you who love animals and love essential oils, and really just want to know how they can use their essential oils with their animals in a really safe way, with whatever's going on with them to keep them healthy. We talk a lot about preventive stuff in there, as well as if they do have something going on, what we can do for them with nutrition, because I am certified in food therapy as well as essential oils and supplements and things like that you can do at home. And it's a really amazing, amazing community. I was actually just thinking today, it's January, which means we have had the Essential Oil Vet membership for 5 years now. We started it in January of 2018. So there is 5 years worth of information in that group that's searchable. We have an off Facebook platform as well that has all of the important information on there, for those of the people who don't love to be on Facebook all the time. And it is just an incredible thing. And then every month we do a workshop in there. And this month's workshop is on nutrition. And we're going to cover all the species, general recommendations, some basic information that crosses all species, as well as how to incorporate essential oils into that nutrition. Because believe it or not, you can actually do that if you have a really good brand. So I am just really excited about that. That is going to be happening on Thursday at 7 p.m. Central, is that nutrition workshop in the membership. So you have to be a member to be able to access that. And you can either watch it live at 7 on Thursday, which is what I would recommend, because then you can ask your questions and things, or you can watch the replay. If you sign up the membership right now, you actually have access to 12 months worths work of, oh my gosh, this is what happens when I have a cold. I can't talk. 12 months worth of workshops and webinars, tons of information that you can binge watch. I like to call it Essential Oil Vetflix, instead of Netflix. But you don't have to. You can certainly do a search in there and look for the very specific information that you want to get. So that is happening Thursday at 7 p.m. Nutrition, as long as I stay healthy enough. And then also, we are 1 week away from the Animal Aromatherapy Specialist Certification Level 1 course starting on January 16th. That is next Monday. And we have a pretty full class already. So if you want to join that, there's only a few spots available. So make sure you get in on that, sooner rather than later. Otherwise, you'll get pushed to the July group. You can certainly sign up for the July group as well. We're only offering that twice this year. So this is your chance to get in on that. Don't delay. There's never a good time to do a course ever. But now is as good of a time as any, and we will work with you. And of course, I teach that live so that you don't get lost and that you actually do the trainings that, I don't know how many of you have bought a course and then never actually watched the videos because you're like, oh, it's just there. I'll just get to it whenever. And then you never do. It's a little different when it's a live course and, I can see you and interact with you and that sort of thing. So hop in on that. The membership for the nutrition webinar is over at essentialoilvet.com/members. And the animal aromatherapy specialist certification. This is a course. This is like a actual course. We learn chemistry and things like that. So essentialoilvet.com/animal aromatherapy. That is a $14.97 course. And we do have 2 payment plans if $1,500 is too much for you to pay all at once. Payment plans are a little bit more expensive because we have to pay it out. So you save about 10 to 15% when you pay in full. But that workshop or that certification course, 6-week certification, is essentialoilvet.com/animal aromatherapy starting next Monday. All right. Now that I got the announcements out of the way, let's answer some of your questions that you might have for me today. Yeah, Diane's in it. She says ASC is great. She is one of my students in there. She's incredible. Julie says, any oils for dementia type behavior in a 12-year-old pug? So canine cognitive disorder is something that is kind of mimics dementia in humans, but it's in senior animals that can happen. And it kind of depends on their symptoms. So I really like to do brain supporting oils like copaiba and frankincense, and you can give a drop of each of those in the food twice a day. As long as it's one that has the supplement facts label on it. So make sure you look for that supplement facts label. And if it has that on there, then it's okay to give it internally. And so that, and then topically, I like to use the grounding blend. It's very, very helpful for the brain and supporting of that type of behavior. If they're up late at night, or, kind of sundowning a little bit, you can also do lavender seems to be really good. The calming blend is also excellent to diffuse at night to help with some of that behavior. Absolutely. Okay, I can't answer some of your questions that are non-compliant. So, hi Jane from Australia. I hope Tuesday is treating you well. Oh my goodness, you guys. Okay. So Denise, I'm not going to post your questions, Denise Garcia, but because it's not compliant, but she's asking about appetite in a cat. And so I would say we do have some appetite stimulating oils, but certainly being on certain medications can decrease appetite. But appetite stimulating oils include ginger and orange, wild orange. And you can diffuse those. They smell really good together. That and cardamom diluted topically on your kitty can sometimes help, or the kids' digestive blend that's already pre-diluted. You can use that as well. That being said, I would highly recommend making sure your cat's on a probiotic, and you can do raw goat's milk. You can do plain Greek yogurt. That is a really good probiotic. And then trying to get her to eat other things. If she's like on a kibble, cats will often go off of that, but you can give things like, cooked chicken, especially if it's heated up a little bit so it smells a little bit stronger. Sometimes that is enough to entice them to eat a little bit. We really want them to encourage them to eat. But yeah, and Leanne says, is a couple of licks of plain Greek yogurt okay for my cat? And the answer is yes, as long as it doesn't have any sugar in it, as long as it's plain, not vanilla, not strawberry, not blueberry, not all those sugary ones that are out there that are like, oh, it's so healthy because it's Greek yogurt, but it's chock full of sugar. We don't want sugar. Sugar is a bacteria heaven. But plain Greek yogurt is actually really, really good source of probiotics, as long as your animal is not dairy intolerant. And there are some cats that are dairy intolerant. You'll find out pretty quickly if that's the case, but most cats are totally fine with it. And they do really, really well. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. So Chanel says, love that you do this every Sunday. I love to do it too. Thank you. I've been doing this for years, every Sunday. I rarely miss a Sunday. I even have a cold today. I was thinking about skipping it, but then I'm like, but this makes me happy. So I'm going to keep doing it. I have a weenie dog that lost so much hair and literally It has none on her tummy and chest, and it's then evenly everywhere else. Is this from stress or from a recent move? Possibly. Is it food allergy? Possibly. Alopecia? Possibly. Alopecia just means hair loss. So yes, it is alopecia. But the cause is sometimes really difficult to pinpoint. It could be environmental, it could be emotional, it also could be endocrine related. So the best thing to do, Chanel, to really rule out any medical issue is to go to your vet, get some blood work done, check the thyroid, check the, get a good get some blood work done to see, make sure there isn't anything internally causing problems. But certainly if it's stress related, we have lots of oils that can help, right? So we can, all of our calming oils are amazing. Roman chamomile, lavender, vetiver, copaiba, all of the blends, the calm, reassuring blend, forgiving blend, the petitgrain is amazing. Like so many spikenard is actually very calming. It's from the valerian family. If you didn't know that, valerian root is very calming. Excuse me. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, you guys. But yeah, so it could be any of those. I can't tell you exactly what it is that's causing it in your particular dog, but we do have lots of oils that can help with regardless of what it is. And that's where I would start with diffusing some of those, maybe use the grounding blend topically as well. And maybe a little copaiba mixed with food, 1 drop twice a day. Let's see. Uh, Deborah says, is there any essential oil to address my dog eating dirt all the time? He's 2-year-old Biche Poo, in case his breed is important to know. So I have lots of thoughts on breeds that are actually mixed, 2 different breeds, but that's not on you, Deborah. Great little dogs. But eating dirt is this, could be a sign of a nutritional deficiency. And so we're going to be talking about nutrition in the nutrition workshop on Thursday in the membership. I'd highly recommend you go over there, even if it's just for 1 month, just to watch the nutrition thing. You'll find out it's pretty amazing, and you'll probably want to stick around. Most people do. But the nutrition component, you want to make sure they're on a really good multivitamin, making sure that their digestive health is in order by making sure they're on a probiotic as well as digestive enzymes. Those really make a difference with eating different types of food. Make sure that that's actually what's happening, that he's eating dirt and he's not just like digging around in the dirt for grubs and worms and things, because dogs will do that too, and that's pretty normal, like kind of hunting behavior, especially for those little guys. So okay. Norma has an itchy dog. There's a lot of information in the membership about this. This allergies are so complex. And every animal is different. So I would really recommend getting in there. Also scroll down a couple of posts. One of my students in the animal aromatherapy certification actually submitted a case on Colin. So if you look at the case of Colin, he was super itchy. Probably not as bad as your dogs, or probably worse than what your dogs are. But especially in Florida, it's kind of like the allergy central capital of the world. Besides Texas, we're both in those areas. But there's a lot of things that you can do. She did a lot with just copaiba. She did a whole dog health approach and discuss nutrition with that family as well. So be sure to hop in the nutrition workshop today, this week on Thursday, for that little bit of help, as well as the help with allergies. I did a whole workshop just on allergies as well. So there's a whole hour's worth of training on that talks about the immune system and why it happens and what you can do to combat it. Yeah. Okay. Yes, Lori, I teach chemistry. So we have 1 week in the animal aromatherapy certification level 1 that is history and chemistry. And so we cover history. My students learn how to look up a GCMS report and actually learn how to read it. to identify the top constituents and what groups they're in and that sort of thing. So it's something that I really enjoy. I minored in chemistry in undergrad, something that I'm super passionate about too, Lori, for sure. I love chemistry. Let's see. My bully Zeke has a spot on the top of his left front ankle that he continues to lick. It's white and rough and raised, obviously bothering him. Any suggestions on what I might be able to do? I know a cone would drive him crazy. So you can do like something besides a cone, like a soft, like a donut. You can wrap the area. You can use the skin rejuvenating spray, which is kind of good for hot spots. And where you find that is if you go over to essentialoilvet.com/recipes, you can look up the skin rejuvenating spray over there. And that is something that can be very soothing to the skin as well. Okay, that looks like all of the time I have for today. You guys, I'm going to go drink some water and go to bed early. I hope you have a wonderful week. If you do have a chance to go over to the membership group, be sure you sign up by Thursday so you can come live to the nutrition workshop, essentialoilvet.com/members. And be sure to sign up soon if you want to join the January aromatherapy course, essentialoilvet.com/animal aromatherapy for more information on that. Or feel free to send me a message. I'm happy to talk to you about it, see if it's a right fit for you, or you can send me an email as well. I'm happy to entertain any questions you might have, especially about this course, because I know it is a little bit pricier, but it is 1,000 times worth it. My students are changing animals and humans' lives all over the world. We've had people from South Africa, UK, France, Italy, Poland, Japan, Brazil, Mexico, Canada, of course, United States, all over the United States, students from all over. And I believe we have one in Malaysia. We've had students in New Zealand and Australia, several. And I love it. I love my international community of animal aromatherapists that are literally changing animals' lives all over the world. I hear these stories and I'm like, an animal's life was saved in South Africa, something that I personally never would have been able to do in a one-on-one type practice like I have before. So it's something I'm really passionate about, is empowering you guys and getting as many animals helped as possible. We can do it together. All right. I love you guys. I'll see you next week. Bye.